Hi ladies, it's Beth from Be Styled. Welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. Today we are talking about one of my most asked questions that I get as it relates to especially winter dressing. I want to focus on that. And that is choosing what shoe to wear, what boot to wear with different style, mostly jeans, but different style pant silhouettes. It's really the silhouette that makes a difference, not so much whether it's denim or your black ponte pants or even skirts and dresses. A lot of these same concepts apply. I'm going to try to make this simple and just focus on the things that most of us wear on a regular basis. These are rules of thumb. These are not hard and fast rules. But if you're like me, like when it comes to things like cooking and home decor, where I just want someone to tell me what to do, just give me. And I understand that when you ask somebody, what color white paint should I choose? They can't tell you exactly because they need to see your house and your woodwork and your furnishings and all that. But wouldn't it be nice if they could just say, just buy this white paint? But I understand they can't. But these are rules of thumb that I can kind of say, yeah, this is what you can do. And obviously, your body shape, your taste, your style is going to, have an impact. But these are just rules of thumb. So just to make things try to make things simple. So I'm going to start with first of all, probably my favorite current and most common pant silhouette or jean silhouette, and that is a straight leg ankle pant. Okay, I wear these all year round. They're my favorite. I brought out a couple of my two favorite pairs currently. One is a pair of Mother jeans, which are very expensive, but I do love them. Mine are called the Mother Trekker Ankle. And these are sort of a lighter wash. I love them, especially in the summer, but I wear them now too. I love them with black. And then like black boots. I love that combination. But anyway, these hit me, they're ankle pants. So they hit me right around my ankle bone, maybe a smidge above my ankle bone. These are Levi's. These are the famous, annoyingly named wedgie jean by Levi. And these are the same length, but I want to show you these because I bought them this way, but they are a fray hem, which is very popular and actually very, very versatile, especially if you have a difficult time finding that sweet spot for an ankle pants. A lot of times they're too long if you're a petite. And if you don't want to have to roll it, because you're not going to see as much rolling and cuffing anymore, it's still fine to do, but it's just not the most common way to do it. You're going to see frays, and you can just take jeans that are a little too long and cut them, throw them in the dryer, and pull the strings, and they'll fray. But for a straight leg ankle jean, your best shoe, and I'm just going by the shoes that I wear every day, are for very casual, a fashion sneaker. You're going to see a lot of retro sneakers. New Balance has great retro sneakers. I love, Adidas, Stan Smith, plain white, or I have the All-Star or Superstar, where your ankle is going to show. So this is great for you people in, warmer climates where you're fine showing your ankle. That's just such a great look. And if you have bad feet, you're in great shape because you're walking around in sneakers with your straight leg ankle pants and you look great and very modern. So that's one easy option. Again, if you're not too cold and want to show your ankle, a loafer, whether it's a classic loafer or a lug sole like this, looks great with a little bit of your ankle showing. Fantastic. Could be this color, it could be nude, it could be, a traditional loafer in leopard or tan, whatever you have. Okay? Now, the other option is a bootie. We love to wear these with booties. And ankle jeans or pants are usually pretty easy to wear with booties as long as the shaft of the boot and the width of the jeans work for you. For these both pairs that I showed you, for a standard low heel bootie that a lot of people have a similar, whether it's the Blondo, these are the Mark Fisher, these work because my ankle jeans pretty much hit right at the top of the bootie. So they don't have to fit over because this is kind of a wide shaft. They don't need to fit over because it's a shorter shaft and it's wider. So they just kind of sit on top, or they could be a tiny bit shorter and show some skin. For a long time, that was always the rule. You want to show some skin. I've said it myself a million times. Recently, and I think especially in the winter and cold climates, The look is to not show skin, to have them hit right at the top. And here's another option, like for a more casual look, a lug sole. These actually have a higher shaft. This is what I'm talking about, shafts. See the difference between these shafts? This one has black one has a narrower and taller shaft than this. So for these, you know, if my pants were very cropped and it's a casual look and you didn't want to show skin, because that could look awkward because they're such a tall, that you have to have really cropped pants for skin to show, right? But if you did have that, you could wear socks with a boot like this, or even a boot like this, just knowing that when you wear socks with booties, you are making your look very casual. And that's fine, as long as the socks are intentional. They're not just a pair of like your husband's, you know, tube socks because your ankles are cold. That's not going to work. They have to be, I should have brought a pair. Actually, I have a pair on. A pair of socks that kind of make sense. I think these are probably from Target. Smart Wool has similar. Like if I were wearing these boots and my pants were a little bit shorter, I would wear a sock like this and it's totally fine. Same thing with this. If I were wearing dark wash jeans or darker pants, gray pants, I could get away with wearing a sock like this. Very casually though, with jeans, not with your tailored pants. You're not going to show a sock like this with a booty if you're wearing, you know, going to work, wearing, you know, something dressier. But the key is you want the booty to sit on top of the jean, or you want it to go easily fit over the shaft. These are a taller shaft, narrow, where the jean can easily, like the jeans that I just showed you, can easily fit over the shaft of the boot. Okay, so then I'm warm and I'm still, you know, feeling modern. Okay, so that covered straight leg ankle jeans, which I think if you have one pair of jeans that are your go-to, perfectly fitting, invest in them if you can, ankle length straight leg jeans. And I'm a fan of like a medium wash jean. Dark wash is great, especially if you can wear jeans to the office and you need something a little more dressy. Dark wash is great. For a casual lifestyle, I prefer a medium wash. Okay, next, you'll see a lot of full length straight leg jeans. These are not my favorite. I have one pair. I hardly ever reach for them. Which ones? Okay, these are Gap loose mid-rise, full length. I should probably try to stand up. These are full length jeans with a straight leg, a somewhat wider straight leg. These come like to the ground. Like these are long. These are full length. They hit, you know, at the top of my foot. These I think are harder for me. They're harder to style and look flattering. You'll see the young girls wearing them with their sneakers, looking, you know, like young great girls. I think for me, if I've tried that, I just feel dumpy in them. I don't like these kind of jeans with a sneaker, unless I'm very casual. But then I would just wear an ankle jean. If I'm wearing these, I'm wearing them with a heeled booty, preferably with a little bit of a point. Even this isn't a very high heel, but it still gives it a little bit of height. And that's what I do with a full length straight leg jean. Now, some full length straight leg jeans aren't as wide as these. These are pretty wide. They're not flare, they're straight, but some are not quite as wide, and you can get away with cuffing them if you want to make them shorter. These are too wide. You don't want to ever cuff really wide legged straight leg jeans, because then you just have this big lumpy cuff that's just messy looking and not flattering. So either cut them to the right length, or, you know, wear a boot that can accommodate the longer length. But if you do have a more narrow straight leg that's too long, yes, you can cuff them. If you don't want to show the cuff, you can just turn them under. If you just want to have a temporary cuff, just turn them under. No one's going to know, right? Or get them shortened to the length that you want. Okay, we have any questions yet? All right, so that is straight leg, full length straight. Now let's talk about cropped boot cut and flares. Which You've seen a lot in the fall, not so much in the winter. They're still very popular. I love them. What do I have? I have a couple pairs I want to show you. They can be tricky. The key, I think, to a cropped, I should show you what I'm talking about. This is an example of a cropped boot cut pant. These are, see how they at the knee they go down and they flare out. That's because they're a boot cut. But these are cropped. These are very cropped on me. They come to like this far above my ankle. I think for these type of pants, my preference is to wear a bootie in the winter that is tall, has a tall enough shaft that it fits over, so there's not skin showing, fits over the hem of the pant. Or you can cheat that. If it's a wide enough crop pant, you can actually try to fit your tall boots over them so that there isn't any skin showing between the shaft and the pant. These are probably ideal. I've tried these on in fact, I'm wearing them this week when I go away. These fit over here perfectly, and it's that uninterrupted line. If you were to wear a cropped flare like this with a much shorter boot, let's say these were black, or you could wear this color, and there's like this much length, this much between the boot and the pant, it can get very awkward looking, I think, especially if you're a petite. It's going to cut your leg into thirds, really. You're going to have your pant, and you're going to have this big chunk of skin, and then you're going to have the boot. That's going to cut your leg into thirds. You don't want that. You want to have that uninterrupted line, or a very tiny interrupted line. That's sort of my opinion. The other option is to not do a bootie, to do a shoe, whether it's a flat, a loafer where you're showing your ankle, and then it's okay to have more space showing, okay? Hi, on live. My son just came home. Anyway, so boot cut flares. Let me just make sure I covered everything. Yes, so yeah, loafer, you could wear a mule, a loafer, a clog, where you're showing your ankle. But with a bootie, my opinion is a taller shaft or a full-on tall boot like I have on, like this. As long as the pant and the material in the pant fits over it and doesn't get all bunched up. That's a consideration. It needs to be the right kind of material. Or it needs to be like a truly wide leg cropped, like this. These are cropped wide leg jeans that are substantial, where a boot like this can easily fit under it. There's not going to be any skin showing. Still going to have that cool cropped look, but you're going to have your boot under it, and it's not going to get bunched up. It's going to fit easily, okay? Or, again, a bootie with a taller shaft that fits under easily and won't get bunched up because of the wide leg. This is an old Banana Republic cropped wide leg jean. But a lot of people have this exact same silhouette in the Spanx twill pant. Same idea. A bootie that fits under it, that has that not showing any skin, or a tall boot that fits under it. Now, if this is another consideration, is what you're wearing on top, your colors. If I were wearing these light pants, or like I'm wearing today, a light color skirt, and my only choice for this skirt really was to wear, my favorite would be black on my boot, either tall or these. With this skirt, I like the full tall boot. I like that uninterrupted line. You'll see probably a more current look is to wear a bootie with a skirt like this, so that about this much of my leg shows. Which, I have pictures of both that I'll post, but I kind of prefer the tall personally, and it's warmer. But with light color on the bottom and a black boot like that, I really feel strongly that you need to balance out your outfit and have some predominant black on top. It's not a hard and fast rule. I mean, I've seen pictures, like if I were wearing a cream or a white or an off-white sweater, I could probably get away with going with black with this light color skirt. If you can see the color of my skirt. It's like a light taupe. But if I were to wear that, I'd probably go with my taupe bootie. Or I would just go black and then maybe carry a black handbag. But you don't want it to be so lopsided where there's this, black shoe and everything else is really light. I don't think. As a rule of thumb, there are exceptions to that. You will see outfits where it works. But they're usually carrying a black bag or they're wearing like black sunglasses. Somehow you want to bring some of that black up to balance all the black at the bottom. Okay? Is this making sense? I'm kind of rambling here. Okay, but that covers full length, or that covers cropped wide flare or crop flares. Full length flares are back. Boot cut, wide leg flares are all back. And I think the same rules that applied back when we used to wear them in the 90s, I say they still apply now. Again, you will see these are black Ponte full length boot cut pants from Peach. They're fantastic. They feel like the old yoga pants back in the day, flared yoga pants. You'll see, again, the young girls wearing them with, sneakers. Jeans like this or pants like this with sneakers. It's a look. Especially if you're tall and thin, maybe you can pull it off. But my personal opinion is a boot cut, full length flare pant looks best with a pointy toe and preferably a heel. Given my choices, wearing these pants, I would pick these boots all day long. If I were wearing something very light on top, I could probably get away with these because they're pointy toe, they're a non-color color. But with the black, especially if you're petite and you want to lengthen your legs, a pointy toe black shoe with a little bit of a heel. Doesn't have to be as high as this, but it could be this exact boot in black would be great with a full length flare. And when I say full length, they're hitting maybe this far, at half an inch or so off the ground when you're wearing shoes. Okay, they're not dragging on the ground, but we're not talking about crops here. We're talking about full length. And again, my opinion is a heel or a platform shoe, something that adds some height to your shoe versus a sneaker or like a ballet flat. If you have to wear a ballet flat with pants like these wide legs, make sure it's got a little bit of a point to it, not a rounded toe. Okay. Again, just rules of thumb, not hard and fast. Okay. What's next? Last but not least, something we talked about a couple weeks ago, skinny jeans. Skinny jeans are still a thing. They're still here. What shoe you choose is going to impact how modern your skinny jeans look. Because skinny jeans are not the most on trend, they're still fun. They're still being sold everywhere. People are still wearing them. They still look the best on a lot of people. But to have them look the most on trend and modern, you want to wear them with everything else you want to have be modern and not try to recreate those skinny jean looks of the 90s that just are going to date you. So you're going to want to wear maybe a lug style bootie with your skinny jeans. Maybe you do have your socks show and wear like a big oversized blazer or a chunky boyfriend cardigan sweater that's just going to take your skinny jeans and make them look more modern. What shoes are you, but as far as the length goes, skinny jeans, that's why they were so popular. You can cuff them, the length of them is not an issue with shoes. You can wear them with sneakers all day long, especially if they're you're going to show your ankle and throw on a pair of your sneakers, fashion sneakers, and skinny jeans are great. And then again, you're going to make the rest of your outfit look more modern with the chunky sweater, the oversized or the blazer that's not, a little more oversized blazer, that kind of thing. But what you're not going to wear with skinny jeans, I think, are things like ballet flats. We did that. We all did that. And it's going to look dated. So skinny jeans, ballet flats are going to look dated. Pumps, back in the day, that's what you saw. The yummy mummies were all wearing their skinny jeans and their pumps. And it was such a great on-trend look back then. Now it's going to look very, very dated. A lot of us aren't wearing pumps with jeans anymore anyway. The other thing, I hate to say it because we all had them and they were great, were Peep Toe Booties. Those are going to date you. They really are. I don't think you need to necessarily completely give them away or get rid of them if you don't love them. But for a more current look, skinny jeans and Peep Toe Booties, which were great back in the day, that's not a good combination. Don't do that. Wear your skinny jeans with, again, a lug sole boot, a lug sole loafer, or a traditional loafer, just not a ballet flat. A sneaker. When in doubt, wear them with a sneaker and you'll be great. Or wear them with a tall boot like this, tucked into a tall boot. And then again, keep everything else looking modern. Or just make everything else simple. When I say modern, doesn't mean you have to go out and buy new stuff. Just you know, wear a sweater. You just, you know, but don't date yourself by doing things like, you know, like the old infinity scarves or the blanket scarves that we used to wear with your skinny jeans, because that's just going to create a look from 1990s and you don't want to do that. Okay, I have talked a lot. I wanted to see if anyone had questions. This is kind of confusing. I'm going to try to put together one of my little slideshows where I show pictures of all this. I just need to find the time to do it. I started to do it today and ran out of time. I'm wondering where I could purchase the pearl ring you're wearing. You look great. Oh, thank you. The pearl ring I usually wear, this is not what I usually wear. My gold, the big pearl, is Stella & Dot. And I believe it's still available. And if you've never purchased from Stella & Dot, you can use my link or somehow enter my name somewhere and the code Beth Roy, and you get $10 off your first purchase. But it's a great ring. Whenever I'm wearing gold, I wear that. I almost always wear a middle finger ring. This is an old Stella & Dot, not available anymore. This is silver. This necklace, because someone's going to ask, is relatively new from Jamie at Flirty Finds. You know, speaking of trends, long necklaces are a little less trending. You know, the long pendant necklaces that I used to tell everyone, you have to have a long pendant necklace. I still think they're great, but the ones that are really long that come to like here with a big circle, those have put it away. Don't give it away. Don't throw it away. But those are starting to look a little dated. Whereas something like this, it's called a Y necklace, is, you know, very delicate. It's called a station necklace. It has little kind of like CZ by the yard look, and this is a very current way of wearing a long necklace in a very modern way and creating that faux V-neck that I talk about with your necklace. This is a winner, and I believe this is readily available from Jamie at flirtyfinds.com, which a lot of you already know about. Any other questions? I don't think I have questions. I have lots of fun people here, but please, if you do have questions, because I kind of threw a lot of information at you, and it's hard. Unfortunately, since I'm not a YouTuber, it's hard for me. I can't really show pictures, but I will try to make something visual, maybe a blog post, so that you can reference back to it. But if you ever have any questions about, you know, what shoe to wear, you can post it here, or of course if you're in the Winter Style System group, which I hope you are, I answer those kind of questions personally, one-on-one, whenever they come up, happily. And it's so helpful because you can show me a picture. Because without a picture, it's hard, as you can tell from today, it's hard to really give an answer. You have to see, you know, what the pants look like, what your body type is, all those factors come into my recommendations. So posting a picture in the private group that nobody else can see is very helpful. And you can do that by joining the Winter Style System planner, which is linked here. And because we've already started, it's definitely not too late, but because we've started, you can use code CHEERS to take $10 off. But we're going to be running all the way through February. And there's lots of fun things to come, including we're doing a big daily 15-minute closet challenge. And it's really helpful just to have someone, namely me, tell you what to do every day. And it's a 15-minute challenge. And it's just easy to do, but it's hard to start. And when you have somebody or a group of people holding you accountable and reminding you to do it, it helps. And then we share different tips on how to organize things, how to store things. I have a lot of women in my group who are organizational geniuses, which I am not. So I learned so much from them. You know who you are. And they share their tips. They share products that they use to store and organize things. And it's just a fantastic community. So I welcome you to join us. But that's my spiel for today about pants and boots and shoes. I know it's confusing, and a month from now they'll probably change all the rules on us, but I hope not. In the meantime, I hope this helps you when you're trying to figure out what to do. All right, thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you next Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Bye for now.